Hello YouTube, this is Captain Comic here. Now today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 Dragon Ball Z villains. Alright, so let's get started. Number 10, Captain Ginyu. I love Captain Ginyu because 1, he has a body changing ability where obviously he can switch bodies with other people. I just love that, it's totally awesome. And he's also leader of the Ginyu Force and they're really good fighters. But that leads to where I don't like him. And I don't like him because, well, he's totally gay along with the rest of the Ginyu Force. Because if you've seen the Frieza saga, and when the Ginyu Force first meets Frieza, they do all these stupid poses, it's totally gay. But that's Captain Ginyu. But he's still a good villain. Number 9, Majin Vegeta. I love Majin Vegeta because it brings back Vegeta's bad side. Even though I prefer Vegeta more as an ally, I love him as a villain. And I'm not going to get into when he blows himself up to destroy Majin Buu. That's another story. And plus, that's his ally side. But I love Majin Vegeta because he's just totally awesome. He's so ridiculously strong. I haven't seen the fight between him and Goku, but I probably will at some point. For crying out loud, Goku and Vegeta are the last two survivors of the Saiyan race, like the actual Saiyan race. I'm not counting here Goten, Gohan, Trunks, etc. They weren't actually from Planet Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta were. Okay, so moving on. Number 8, the Cell Juniors. I love the Cell Juniors because they're pretty much copies of Cell but a lot smaller and blue. They're great villains because, well, the main reason I like them is because there's so many of them and they're as strong as a Super Saiyan. For crying out loud, that's awesome. I mean, if there was one Cell Junior, this wouldn't be on the list. But since there's so many of them that they made the list. The Cell Juniors are incredible. Number 7, Majin Buu. Now this is the fat Majin Buu, not Pure Evil Buu, Super Buu, or Kid Buu. Even though I do like Super Buu and Kid Buu, the Majin Buu is just awesome. Pure Evil Buu is just so lame. Anyways, the main reason I like Majin Buu is because, well, he's such a kid. I mean, look at this. His pants make him look like he's wearing a diaper. You have to agree with me on that. But he's also so incredibly strong. And Majin Buu was trapped inside a bowl for like over 1 million years. He's probably training for all that time. That's probably how he got so strong. Majin Buu is definitely an awesome villain. So moving on, number 6, Broly. Now I haven't seen any Dragon Ball Z movies, but I've seen Broly in games before, and he's totally awesome. Now, I've heard that the first Broly movie was awesome, but the second and third were just awful. But I'm going to see him anyway. Now, like I said, I know what Broly can do because of Dragon Ball Z video games. He's just totally awesome, and I love him. His legendary Super Saiyan form is definitely my favorite out of all his forms. Look at this, he's huge and so strong. Stronger than Majin Buu. So that's Broly. Number 5. Here's where we're getting to the good villains. Cooler. I love Cooler because, well, like I said before, I haven't seen any of the Dragon Ball Z movies. Although I've seen the beginning of Cooler's Revenge, I haven't seen the full thing. But I love how Cooler's face in his final form, it reminds me of the Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's just awesome. But I also love how Cooler wants to avenge his younger brother, but at the same time he hates him. But see, I thought Cooler's first form was just, it wasn't good, I hated it. But his final form is totally awesome. How can you hate this? It's totally awesome. But I'm not gonna get into Meta Cooler because that's another story. Number 4, you guys are probably gonna hate me for this. Babidi. I love Babidi because, well, he's pretty much the start of the Majin Buu saga. If it weren't for him, Majin Buu wouldn't be revived. He's the reason Majin Buu even existed. But I also like Bobby because he's kind of funny looking. I mean, he looks like an alien, not a wizard. You have to agree with me on that. Now, if you've seen the fight between Piccolo and Babidi, you'll know that Babidi gets sliced in half and falls into a pit. It's just like in the first Star Wars movie with Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. But Babidi is one of my favorite villains. And number 3, here's where we're getting to the real good villains. Kid Buu. I love Kid Buu because, well, he's just so incredibly strong and he looks kind of funny looking. I know all of the Majin Buus do too, but he's probably my favorite out of all of them. Now, I know Kid Buu doesn't talk, but he's so strong, and that's how he makes up for no dialogue. But I mean, for crying out loud, not even Goku Super Saiyan 3 could beat Kid Buu. They had to use a spirit bomb bigger than the earth to defeat him. But what I don't get is why Goku says to Buu right before he kills him that I hope he comes back someday. I mean, I get how he says it, I hope he comes back as an ally, but what if he doesn't? You just kill everyone all over again. So that's Kid Buu. Number 2, Cell. Cell is a great villain, and I love how he puts the fate of the Earth on the Cell Games, a world martial arts tournament. I just can't believe it. I love the fight between Goku and Cell, but I love the fight between Gohan and Cell better. It's totally awesome. Now, if you used to watch Dragon Ball Z late at night on Cartoon Network, it was in the middle of the Android Saga, and it was in the middle of the Cell Games. It was right after the fight between Goku and Cell, and Goku says to Cell, "I give up." And right after that, they canceled it. I was so mad. I couldn't even believe that. But beyond that fact, Cell is still an awesome villain. I love him. His first and second forms were kind of weird, but his perfect form and super perfect form are totally badass. So that's Cell. Number 1. Here's my all-time favorite Dragon Ball Z villain. Frieza. I love Frieza because he's the main plot of on the planet Namek in the Frieza saga. He's just totally awesome. His third form is my favorite because of his huge cylinder head. It's kind of funny looking. But his fourth one is so awesome, I can't even describe it. Look at this. I use this picture because I honestly think Frieza's final form is more popular than his 100% form. But anyways, I love the fight between Goku and Cell. It's just totally epic and incredible. I didn't like the first part of it because I thought it was kind of boring. The only part I liked about that is when Goku uses Kaioken times 20. But when Goku goes Super Saiyan, it's just totally incredible. If it weren't for Frieza killing Krillin, Goku wouldn't have gone Super Saiyan, and pretty much the universe would have been screwed. Frieza would have killed everyone. But Goku defeated him, but of course King Cold, Frieza's father, rebuilds him and takes him to Earth so they can try to destroy it. But luckily, Future Trunks steps in and kills Frieza, and that pretty much starts the Android Saga, but I'm not going to get into that. So these are my top 10 favorite Dragon Ball Z villains. If you'd like to tell me yours, tell me in the comment box below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See ya!